Hello, hi, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Charlotte and this is my little knitting nook. I'm a 25-year-old painter by trade and I knit. And this episode is the Weasley Sweater, child edition. I am not following a pattern for this. I just cast on some stitches and for now, until now, it looks at least as it looks per now, it is probably going to fit a 3-year-old. Well, it's going to be 2, but it is my nephew, the muse of my knitting this year, it seems like. But I have cast on this much. I'm doing a raglan style sweater for him because I prefer that. I've just finished the collar, folded it, and I have done some German short rows. And now I am just knitting in the round. This is how it looks for now. I am knitting it up in Sandnes garn Tweed Recycled. It is 80% wool and 20% cashmere, meaning this is soft and warm. I am currently knitting up a Oslo hat in the same yarn, just a different color, and it is gorgeous. And if I'm being honest, this yarn is the perfect yarn for the Weasley sweater because it is a tweed and it is a burgundy color. I think it's called burgundy red, and it has this flecks of some gray, some black, some orange, some lighter grays, some other reds, and it's just perfect for a Weasley sweater. This is exactly what I am imagining. See the specks of orange here, and it's just gorgeous, and it's soft and it's nice, and it has this lovely rustic style. It creates this lovely rustic fabric, and I just absolutely love it. Sadly, this yarn is discontinued. It is currently being sold out, not being produced more, which is very sad because this is perfect. I'm hoping that they will come up with a yarn that can like a one-to-one swap from it, because I really want to knit up several sweaters with this yarn, several Weasley sweaters that is with this yarn. But if not, I just have to continue to hunt. Now, this is the second Weasley sweater I'm knitting up for my nephew, and is the second version, meaning that the first one was not with this kind of yarn. I had some other from Sandnes garn. I think I used Alpaca Forte and Ala, which is a mohair. I think I used those two together, but I don't remember 100%. Now, I do have one slight issue. I don't really have a yarn that I know that I can place like the T. His name is Torbjörn. So I don't really know. I don't have a yellow that's equivalent to this. Hello, my love. As I said, I don't really have a yellow yarn that is equivalent to this. Like, I don't have a yellow version of this. I don't have that. I didn't see it in a store even. So I just have to find some scrap yarn. I have some blown yellow. Maybe that'll work. And I also have the wool that I used for the tulip socks and the tulip mittens from my mom, but let me get down the yellow here. This is yellow. I think this is Kos, also from Sandnes garn. I think. That could work. That's actually not a bad. Now, if this works, is this enough? It might be. It might actually be. I can scale it so that it fits. I might use a lot of hours on this embroidery. I don't really enjoy embroidery on like duplicate stitching. But yes, it is, I think, the 6th of September, Sunday. I finished the baby blanket that came out some videos ago. I finished that yesterday. I haven't vlogged that yet, but now you know where and when I'm filming. But yeah, I'm really excited to have finally gotten to cast on a new project. I am imagining that this will maybe take me a week to knit up because it is a child sweater, but maybe a week and a half, maybe 2. If it does, it doesn't really matter. I don't really have the yarn for my next project, which is also, this is a second to last Christmas gift for this year. That's another thing than the Oslo hat. That's why this is not in the Christmas knits series of mine. But yeah, this is the last baby knit or child knit / toddler knit of the year, probably. Who knows? I haven't planned anything else that's going up north. So when I'm finishing this, I have to put on buttons on this thing that's been hanging here for so long. Putting on buttons on that and send it all up north. Pack it all in Christmas wrapping and ship it up north. Yeah. Okay. I'll continue to knit on this and I'll update you how far I've gotten by the end of the day. See you soon. I'm a little late with the update, but and lighting is not perfect, but tilt it so you can see it. I have, as you can see, split for sleeves. And I'm just getting more and more happy with this yarn. You see the orange speck, it just looks rustic and I love it. So just split for sleeves. This is one yarn ball, by the way. I have just marked the exact center here so I know where to count the embroidery from. I don't think I will start it this far up, but that's the center line. I'm so happy. I mean, the raglan. Can I get it on camera? You see that? My raglan stitches. I personally think they're amazing. They're so sleek and so just great. And the fabric that this yarn is creating is just also amazing. I really love it. I can't wait to get this done. It's so nice. And I think, I mean, it's 80% wool and 20% cashmere. I mean, he's gonna wear this so much. And oh my god, I'm kind of jealous. I'm jealous of a 2-year-old because I'm making him something that I kind of want for myself in this yarn, but this is discontinued. Oh, it's so sad. I'm really hoping that they will find something to replace it with, something as good as this. Not only because it's recycled, 100% recycled, but the softness. I love this. really, really love it. So to not end up on Sleeve Island on this, I'm gonna cast on for a sleeve tomorrow. Like I said, this is one entire ball. I haven't done like 4 rounds. And 2, 3, yeah, 4 rounds. So the body is it is secure enough for me to just cast on a sleeve and work with it. Just look at it. Oh my god, I could look at this all day. It's just, I just love this so much. And I have to stick with you see it? My Harry Potter. Oh, come on. My Hogwarts needle stoppers. I do have a Harry Potter, like, beginning of round marker. But it's so big. It's just so big. I don't like knitting with them so big. I mean, this little pearl here is perfect for what I want. Perfect. I don't know if you even saw that, but still. I could just sit and look at the fabric all night. But I won't, because I need to sleep, because I work tomorrow. I'm really excited to start with a sleeve tomorrow. I will probably use the sock needles for that, because the sleeve is so small and it gives me a better hold or grip on the needles. So probably do that instead of using round needles. But yeah, hopefully I will be good and show you more of the process of this. But I'm really just excited to knit on a new project and knit with this yarn a little bit more. Another episode will be out on Christmas knit. Hello! I just wanted to come on here real quick and give a little update on my Weasley sweater for my nephew. What's back in front here? Here we go. I did good and I started on the sleeves before finishing up the body so I wouldn't end up sleeve island, but now you can really see the fabric and the color from the daylight outside. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm still just in awe of the fabric this is creating, and the yarn is just so gorgeous. I just can't let it go. I'm giving this update now because I am actually going to a friend's house and we're meeting up 4 people. Like, we're gonna be a group of 4 and we're gonna knit together, and I'm so happy. I've actually gotten 2 more friends, so I'm up to 3 friends. So I am giving this update now at 3:15 in the afternoon, because I am meeting up with some friends to knit later this evening, and I don't know how far I'm gonna be, and I don't think that I will bring my camera. So I'm showing you now. I have like a couple of more centimeters to go on the sleeve. How far have we gotten here? Still getting used to this one. Let's do that this side actually. I have like 1 more centimeter to go on the sleeve before the ribbing. So I will probably finish up the sleeve before meeting up with my friends. Yeah. 1 more centimeter. And then just start on the body. And just in case, how long did I knit the second? Let me actually put it down here. Hold on. All right, let me do those measurements again. So I have this sleeve on 22 centimeters before the ribbing. So I have I have 3 centimeters left before the ribbing. Ooh, and let me just, I tried my hand on the Italian bind off for this. I didn't do it correctly all of the time. I did mistake. Yeah, I did mistakes, and you can see exactly where, but I saw that I did a mistake and I didn't want to pick it up, so I did correct. I did course correct, and actually very happy with it. I tried not to to tighten it as much when I was doing the bind off. I tried to do a very loose bind off so it wouldn't like really you know, be restricting around his wrist, because the last one did was quite restricting around his wrist quite fast. So it is quite loosey-goosey right now, and yeah, by the time his wrist won't fit through here, I mean my hand can go through here, I think it will be just fine. Really excited about this. So like I said, 3 centimeters left to go on this sleeve, and then do the ribbing, and then I will do the Italian bind off on that one, and then I will continue on the body when I'm with my friends. And just in case, you never know, if I get tired of this, either that or I finish it, probably won't, but I will bring another little side quest project as well, just so that I can get a little bit more, what's the word, progress on that one. It will be the Oslo hat number, the 3rd Oslo hat that I haven't really touched in a week. Since Monday. Yeah, and it's Friday today. So yeah, that's the situation. This is what I have left of the second ball of yarn, and I have already one in my bag. So yeah. So I'm just gonna continue to knit on the sleeve before I meet my friends, and then I will pick it up again when I meet my friends. And I won't bring the camera, but I will probably show you tomorrow morning the progress that I did earlier in the evening. So I'll see you then. Good morning. I have a little update from yesterday. It was such a lovely time, and let me figure this one out and put it on a hanger so it's easier to show. Alright, so here it is. I managed to get 8 centimeters underneath the arm yesterday. Obviously I was talking and having a good time as well as knitting, so there were moments where I put my knitting down just to talk or listen to what the others had to say, but this is it. Thus far, for anyone who wonders, the marker there's just to let me know where center is. So this is it right now. Bound off the sleeve, and yeah, it's starting to look like something. Really happy with it. I hope that I can actually finish this by today. I'm just gonna put on, I saw Ali from Study Knits posted a new video during the night, so I will watch her and knit. Yeah, hopefully I will finish this up by today, but I will try to make an update during, I will at least update this video whilst before getting to the ribbing. It is late. It is 11:20 at night, And I have started on the ribbing. I figured I have to turn because lights. So this is how far I've gotten. I have done like 4, starting on the 4th row on the ribbing, the body ribbing. I've started on like the 4th row on the body ribbing on it. So I will finish this tomorrow. At least the sweater version, the sweater portion. And then I'll plan out the tee and maybe start doing it. And yeah. I am itching on starting on something new though, but I only have a couple of more centimeters to do on the ribbing, and then I will try to do the Italian bind off correctly this time because I apparently haven't done it correctly. I've done like the bind off itself correctly on the sleeves, but I didn't do the double knitting. I was not aware that that was a thing, but apparently it is. So I will do that. So hopefully I will get a nice edge on the body ribbing at least. And start on mapping out the tee for it. I still think this is the most gorgeous little sweater for the Weasley Sweater. It's just adorable. The yarn is so perfect and I'm so mad that it's out of production. But what are we gonna do? But yeah, I probably won't be finishing this up today, the sweater portion, but I will do a little bit more. I have to connect a 4th ball to it, so I've now used 150 grams of this yarn, and I have 2 balls left of it. So I'm gonna have enough to make like an Oslo hat as well with this yarn, which is great. More hats, love it. But yeah, that's it. I'll update you when I'm finished with the entire sweater. Well, that didn't take that long. We have a complete Weasley sweater. It is, I did just block it, so it is wet right now, but it feels good being finished with them. So now all of the things that I have to send up north is complete. This one just has to dry, and then I have to sew on the buttons for the bear jacket, and then out of sight, out of mind. How lovely. Again, I just love. I can talk about this yarn forever. I love this yarn. This red or burgundy tweed. I love it, and it's so sad that it's getting out of production, but I love it. Now, I used kind of ish 2 different patterns for this sweater. I started with using, let me actually find it up here first. So I started using a pattern called Høytidsgenser Junior, or Holiday Sweater Junior by Aftenstrikk. Because it's just a very basic raglan. And that was exactly what I wanted. I wanted a basic raglan pattern for the base. And then I saw, first of all, by my personal opinion, it is not written good. It is taking a very easy design construction and making it very hard. For example, you didn't start with the collar. You started with the neckline, but you had to shape the neckline by casting on. That's the way I understood it. I was thrown off the pattern when I just said that you didn't start with the collar, you start with a neckline and then you add on the collar afterwards. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But at that time I had already started with the collar because I figured I could just start with the collar and then, you know, just follow the pattern. It's usually just don't start with the neckline, start with the collar. And then I realized the collar had more stitches than the neckline, which didn't add up either. But I started with that stitch amount, and then I switched over to another pattern that I have ish. No, I haven't knitted it before. No, I don't remember honestly, but it's called Noras Kosegansen, and that design is by, if I can open up my phone here, it is by Pyttenstrick, and that is also a very basic sweater design. It's an oversized child sweater, and I figured that would be perfect because this boy that I'm knitting for, he's a big boy and he needs a bigger size. So, but I don't know if he needs like an aged 3-year-old by now, or if 2.5 is sufficient. So I've followed the measurements for, I think it's 3 to 4 years old in this pattern, Noras Kosegansen. But the stitch amount for both of them, to know how many raglan increases to do, and the sleeve decreases / stitch amount is from Noras Kosegansen. It's quite a mix and match on this, but I am very happy with it. The neckline is stretchy, so I'm not worried that he won't get it over his head. The hemline on both the sleeves and the body is also quite stretchy, so you can actually get a little bit of width there. I like it when it's a little bit scrunched up like this, at least in the start. And I did the Italian bind off for the entire sweater, but I did it wrong on the sleeves because I didn't know that I needed to do 2 rounds of double knitting before the bind off to get this thick and nice ending. But I did that on the body and I'm very happy with it. Shout out to Luca who taught me that, who taught me to read the pattern. But yeah, I will now edit this video and upload it. So I'm sorry for this video being quite late today.